Hello and welcome back to our College Bowl prediction series. This is our 7th video, I do believe, between the Missouri Tigers and the University of North Carolina Tar Heels in the AdvoCare V100 Independence Bowl. The Missouri Tigers come into this game with a 7-5 record, finishing 5th in the Big 12, while the UNC Tar Heels come in with the same record at 7-5, but finishing 2nd to last in the ACC and 5th in their subdivision of which is the ACC Coastal.
I definitely believe that UNC could have finished better, but they've lost 4 of their last 6. So I think that with those last 4 losses, they could have been a better team.
Missouri comes in with the 57th ranked passing offense, averaging about 236 yards per game, and the 11th ranked rushing offense, also averaging 236 yards per game. Now that says a lot when your rushing attack has just as many yards per game as your passing attack.
Yeah, they're 12th nationally in total yards. They found a way to put points on the board.
Now, one key injury update is from Henry Josie, the running back for Missouri, who has definitely put up most of their yardage.
Yes.
He has, I believe, torn 2 ligaments in his left knee.
Yeah, two torn tendons and 1 torn ligament in his left knee. He was averaging 8 yards per carry throughout this entire season.
That is absolutely insane.
That's crazy. He has about 1,200 yards on the ground. That's going to be a big loss for Missouri this game.
UNC and Missouri come in very even defensively, though. But you know what? We're not going to get into that yet because we haven't said anything about UNC's offense. UNC's offense comes in with 43rd ranked in the nation, averaging 250 passing yards, and 72nd in rushing, with less than 150 yards per game. Now, their rushing attack really struggles, and both offenses should be lacking quite a bit due to injuries and just seasonal struggles.
Yes, one bright spot for UNC is their running back, Giovanni Bernard. He's broken 2 freshman records with 1,222 yards on the ground and 13 touchdowns, so he's going to be a big weapon for UNC. And also their wide receiver, Dwight Jones, who has broken Hakeem Nicks' school record in a single season with 79 receptions for about 1,100 yards and 11 touchdowns. So it looks like UNC has weapons on the ground and in the air, so I think maybe they can get it done.
And now on the other side of the ball, both teams are 44th nationally, giving up 23.5 points per game. They are just dead even.
Yeah,
I expect this game to be very close.
That's something you don't see every day, having 2 teams with the exact same points against. That means their defenses are pretty similar, not strategically, but they get the job done. This is going to be Missouri's 7th straight bowl game appearance. That's a very prestigious mark. And again, with Henry Josie out, if he's gone next year, that streak could end. This is going to be UNC's 4th straight bowl appearance, and this is going to be the longest since their 7-bowl streak back from 92 to 98. So it's been a while.
One key thing to point out is Missouri's kicker, Grant Russell, is 1 of 7 in field goals beyond 40 yards. So if this game comes down to a long field goal, don't expect it to be made by Missouri.
Yeah.
When you're 1 of 7 from 40-plus yards, our high school kicker hit a 38-yarder twice in a game. So college-wise, you should be making those.
40 yards, that's like a chip shot for Sebastian Janikowski. He can hit it from 65, 70 if he really wanted to, but
maybe 80 if he pumps some steroids.
Yeah, maybe.
But I think it's difficult to compare Seabass to a college kicker.
Yeah, but still, 1 in 7 from 40, that's just, you got to get working on that. Missouri has a 5-point spread over UNC in this game, and I think that Missouri's not even going to win this game.
I could match them up dead even. I just don't see it happening because Missouri's also, they have a bunch of off-field issues with 2 more players being suspended for DWIs, and their coach was suspended last month for a DWI as well. But he was reinstated about a week ago and will be coaching in this bowl.
Yeah, he did receive a 30-day suspension, but it's been 30 days, so I believe he will be back for this bowl game. Well, even though spreads say that Missouri will win this game, I just don't see it happening. I think that UNC has a good defensive rushing front, and with Henry Josie out, their top rusher, I just don't think that Missouri can really. They don't have a way to stop or to get rushes on the ground with the 14th nationally ranked rushing defense. So I think it's going to be tough for them. I don't think that Missouri will win. I think that UNC will win this game. I'm going to say it's a nail biter. It'll be 28-25.
You know, for the first time, I'm going to disagree. Because I feel that Missouri, even with all the off-field struggles, comes in with all the momentum, knocking off a couple of top 25 teams and another solid win. And they've won 3 in a row. And with the dual threat quarterback that they bring, I just don't see UNC's defense holding up. But I also believe it's going to be on the nail biter, and hopefully they don't bring it all down on Grant Russell, because I don't want to see him kicking a potentially game-winning field goal. So I'm going to go with Missouri 21-17.
Thank you for watching this week's episode. We'll see you next week when we cover yet another bowl game.